Dear mariners, welcome to my channel The Sailing Beast. Please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates on upcoming videos. Question: Explain master-pilot relationship. Answer: The master has the ultimate responsibility for the safe navigation of his ship. He must be cooperative with the pilot, yet assertive. He must remember that he is in command, not the pilot. He must be confident that the pilot is doing his duties correctly, and he must be ready to take over if the pilot is not fulfilling his duties. Establishment of effective coordination between the pilot, master and other ship's personnel, taking due account of the ship's systems and the equipment available to the pilot, is a prerequisite for the safe conduct of the ship through pilotage waters. The presence of a pilot on the ship does not relieve the master or officer in charge of the navigational watch from their duties and obligations for the safe conduct of the ship. Ships should provide the relevant port or pilotage authority with basic information regarding their arrival intentions and ship characteristics, such as draft and dimensions, as required by the port or other statutory obligations. This should be completed well in advance of the planned arrival and in accordance with local requirement. In acknowledging receipt of this information, the appropriate port or pilotage authority should pass relevant information back to the ship, either directly or via agents, as soon as it becomes available. Such information should include, as a minimum, the pilot boarding point, reporting and communications procedures, and sufficient details of the prospective berth, anchorage, and routing information to enable the master to prepare a provisional passage plan to the berth prior to his arrival. However, masters should recognize that not all of this information may be available in sufficient detail to complete the passage plan until the pilot has boarded the ship. Master-pilot information exchange. The pilot and the master should exchange information regarding the pilot's intentions, the ship's characteristics and operational parameters as soon as possible after the pilot has boarded the ship. The ICS Master/Pilot Exchange Forms, Annexes A1 and A2 of the ICS Bridge Procedures Guide, or the company equivalent format, should be completed by both the master and pilot to help ensure ready availability of the information and that nothing is omitted in error. The exchange of information regarding pilotage and the passage plan should include clarification of roles and responsibilities of the master, pilot and other members of the bridge management team. Navigational intentions. Local conditions including navigational or traffic constraints. Tidal and current information, berthing plan and mooring boat use. Proposed use of tugs. Expected weather conditions. After taking this information into account and comparing the pilot's suggested plan with that initially developed on board, the pilot and master should agree an overall final plan early in the passage before the ship is committed. The master should not commit his ship to the passage until satisfied with the plan. All parties should be aware that elements of the plan may change. Contingency plans should also be made, which should be followed in the event of a malfunction or a shipboard emergency, identifying possible abort points and safe grounding areas. These should be discussed and agreed between pilot and master. Duties and responsibilities. The pilot, master and bridge personnel share a responsibility for good communications and mutual understanding of the other's role for the safe conduct of the ship in pilotage waters. They should also clarify their respective roles and responsibilities so that the pilot can be easily and successfully integrated into the normal bridge management team. The pilot's primary duty is to provide accurate information to ensure the safe navigation of the ship. In practice, the pilot will often con the ship on the master's behalf. The master retains the ultimate responsibility for the safety of his ship. He and his bridge personnel have a duty to support the pilot and to monitor his actions. This should include querying any actions or omissions by the pilot, or any other member of the bridge management team, if inconsistent with the passage plan or if the safety of the ship is in any doubt. It is essential that a face-to-face master/pilot exchange, MPX, described in Section 3.1 results in clear and effective communication and the willingness of the pilot, master and bridge personnel to work together as part of a bridge management team. English language or a mutually agreed common language or the IMO standard marine communication phrases should be used, and all members of the team share a responsibility to highlight any perceived errors or omissions by other team members, for clarification. The master and bridge personnel should, within the bridge management team, interact with the pilot, providing confirmation of his directions and feedback when they have been complied with. Monitor at all times the ship's speed and position as well as dynamic factors affecting the ship, for example, weather conditions, maneuvering responses and density of traffic. Confirm on the chart at appropriate intervals the ship's position and the positions of navigational aids, alerting the pilot to any perceived inconsistencies.